Good day, guys. It's the 11th of January 2021. This is Garden Master 242. You guys know here on this channel Jesus Christ is Lord. And I want you guys to take a look at these soil amendments that I purchased from a local nursery here in Freeport Bahamas. But before we get into that, man, I want you guys to subscribe. Hit that like button, ring the notification bell, and share this with a friend. We're all trying to garden and get our plants ready for the spring season. I'm excited. I have so much things that I plan to grow. So without further ado, let's get into this video. And so as you can see here, I have the Jolly Roger organic potting soil, horticultural perlite. And so perlite increases, and as you can see on the bag, it says increases aeration and drainage. And we know that for citrus plants, in particular this tangerine tree, I want to make sure that it has good drainage. Orchid bark. Now this is something that I use particularly on my own. This is just something that I like to add because it is a thick growing medium. It does help increase, if you look at the bag, it says what? Max airflow. So keep that in your head, max airflow. And organic compost, derived from cow manure compost. And so these are just some of the things I plan to add, just to add to my tangerine tree as I repot it. It hasn't been doing too well in the original potting mix that I use. My Maya lemon tree has been doing quite well. So is my ginger from the soil mixes that I've used that predominantly use a lot of perlite. And so I will update you guys as to how this tree is doing, and you're gonna get to see me repot this in a sec. And so guys, it's a little windy today, so excuse the wind noise that you may hear, but this is the soil that I got out of the pot that Luke was in. And like I said before, Luke is my tangerine tree. I've had him for almost a year now, but he's not been doing too well in this soil. And it is rich, nice soil, but it's not well draining. And so my hope for Luke is to upgrade the entire, give it some soil amendments, upgrade the potting soil that it's in. And I believe that once I do that, this guy will bounce back just like Matthew did. Gonna start adding this potting soil here. Next, guys, I'm gonna add some perlite, and like I said, this perlite is just gonna add some additional drainage to the soil. Make sure that the soil drains well, because like I said before, citrus hates soggy feet, and I know Luke don't like too much water in this pot. And I think I'm gonna continue to buy this brand. Excuse the dust. I think I'm going to continue to buy this brand because this perlite is coarse, and I like coarse perlite. And as you can see, if you take a look close in the pot, I did not spare any perlite. I make sure that I got enough perlite to do what was needed to get done. And so this here is orchid bark, and this helps add to the, because you don't want the bottom of your soil when closer to the holes to have oxygen and breathe. You want all of the roots all throughout the pot to be able to breathe into the orchid. This thick bark will create just pockets of air that will keep your plant's roots healthy. And I'm not going to put too much of this, just enough that it will mix good throughout the soil. And last but certainly not least, you gotta add your compost. And this bag is heavy, so I just holding this still so I can catch a shot of this, but I'm gonna add just a little bit of compost in it. just to give it some food. There we go, not too much. And so guys, I'm looking at my mix. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more perlite for good measure. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just start to mix this. And when we do this, we just want to get everything incorporated. You want to break up any little clumps that you see. You don't want no clumps or lumps, in particular in your soil. And so feel free to get your hands in here. Like I said, this is therapeutic. You want someone to stress you out after a long day, by all means, feel free to come and take it out on your soil pot and mix and squeeze it to death. Two things we know for sure that's gonna happen after we do this is, one, we won't have to worry about soil drainage after this. This soil is going to drain quite well. We just want to make sure, like I said, that this is well mixed, that there are no lumps in the soil. And this looks absolutely beautiful now. You can see that we have the perlite mixed through, the potting mix, the compost, the orchard bark. So this is going to give Luke a nice home. So when you see me come back, you will probably see Luke already in this pot. And so if we take a look at this pot now, I'm finished planting Luke. And you can see Luke hasn't been doing too well, as you can tell. All of the yellowing leaves suggest that the soil wasn't draining as well as it should, and that took a toll on the plant. And this yellowing leaves could also be a mineral deficiency. And so I will continue to investigate Luke, look at all the issues that he has, and update you guys. And I'll definitely add some recommendation in the comments, guys. What do you think I should do with Luke next? Another plan is to make sure to double check the pH of the soil and make sure the pH is correct, because citrus plants like soil that's more on the acidic side. And so this is Garden Master 242. Jesus Christ is Lord. Peace out.